Hi, I'm Mike, owner of the In-Groove in Phoenix, Arizona. Today I'm doing the new arrival video for May 9th, 2025. It is actually a really nice new arrival week. I've got box sets, audiophile records. Almost all of this stuff is new arrivals. It's been a while since we've had this much quan when it comes to new arrivals. Also, there was a humongous, gigantic, huge amount of pre-orders announced this week. A lot, you know what I mean? And I try to breeze through these to where, you're not inundated with them. And I'll try them as, to do this as well today. But yeah, this list is huge and there's a lot of great stuff. Starting with Rhino High Fidelity's version of Black Sabbath's Paranoid. They just made that available to independent record stores. That's coming out June 13th. All analog, cut from the original master tape by Kevin Gray. June 13th. They're doing 2 RSD essentials of 2 Mazzy Star albums, Among My Swan and She Hands Brightly. Both of those are coming out July 25th. Sleep's Holy Mountain, that is also an RSD essential. That comes out August 15th. An RSD essential is essentially available only at independent record stores, I believe, that participate in Record Store Day. They have the big orange RSD essential tag on them. They've been doing it for a couple years now, but yeah. Let's see, Decapitated, Wings of Creation, indie exclusive, coming out April 15th. Johnny Gimbel, Celebrating with Friends, indie, coming out July 4th. Patty Loveless, Sleepless Nights, the indie vinyl variant, coming out June 13th. This next one is fantastic. It's actually a title that's been out a while, but Kraft just made it available to everybody rather than a website exclusive. And that is the one step of Isaac Hayes' Hot Butter Soul. By far and away my favorite one step that they've ever done, because there's no version of that even remotely comparable. With the other one steps, there's other cuts by Kevin Gray and other cuts that I like better on probably all of those one steps. But this one is a home run. Highly recommend it. 2 new Blue Note classics have been announced. Freddie Roach's Down to Earth and Babyface Wylette, Stop and Listen, both coming out June 20th. They're doing a Blu-ray audio mix of Blu-ray audio of the 2024 mix of Queen's first album, Queen 1. That's coming out June 13th. I don't know if there's a multi-channel on there. It doesn't mention it here on the slip. Probably. Check it out on the website. You'll see. Ozzy Osbourne's Scream. They're making it available as a standalone disc rather than needing to buy the entire box set. June 13th. Neil Young and the Chrome Heart, Talking to the Trees, June 13th. Jack Johnson's In Between Dreams, I think that's on yellow colored vinyl, coming out June 27th. The soundtrack to Life Aquatic, June 20th. Wu-Tang and Mathematics, The Black Samson, the Bastard Swordsman, comes out June 13th. And Ed Sheeran's Play, September 12th. Does anybody buy Ed Sheeran records anymore? I'm not 100% sure. Okay, so this week, I've been stockpiling stuff for Whatnots, and I've done so much stockpiling that I'm going to do 3 auctions this week because I need to get some of the stockpile on the shipping table. I've been buying a lot of great collections lately. But this Thursday, I'm doing kind of the mini stream that I do every Thursday, about an hour. Maybe I'll go hour and a half, I'm not sure. But Thursday and Friday, I'm going to do a stream. Same time, 5 o'clock, Arizona time, Thursday and Friday. And then I've got my Sunday stream scheduled from the house. This is essentially almost, not all, but almost all records exclusively from my collection. I've been doing a big collection purge lately. It's also going to facilitate another first pressing auction where I auction off nothing but first pressings because I'm slimming down. I've just made the decision that I don't need 17 of the first Rolling Stones album. I probably only need 4 or 5. You know what I mean? So I'm making some cuts. But yeah, click the link below if you've never purchased from us on Whatnot before, or if you never purchased on Whatnot, period. Click that link below. You'll get $15, I think, off your first purchase. It just deducts it off the total price. Worst case scenario, you don't need to buy anything. You can just watch. It's a live stream. It's a lot of fun. I've got 3 of them this week. Okay, let's start with some digital media. I've got Van Halen 1. I believe these are just restocks. Excuse me, Van Halen 2 and Miles Davis's Bitches Brew. Both of those are restocks. Up next, this is, I believe, the first box set of the original Source titles. This is Ravel, the complete orchestral works. These are numbered to 3,000. This box is 835 of 3,000. But yeah, you have a 4-disc box set, all analog, cut from the original 1/4-inch 4-track and 1-inch 8-track tapes. Yeah, cut by Sidney Meyer. Sidney Meyer was actually a protege of Kevin Gray back in the day. He speaks very highly of her when I talk to him about different mastering engineers. He's a fan. But yeah, done at Emil Berliner Studios. Been a really popular series so far. This is just a restock of the Jimmy Page Black Crowes Live at the Greek Complete box set. 6 LPs, 36 mix, remix, and remastered tracks. 6 LP box set. This sold extremely well, so that is just a restock. A restock from actually a shootout video. A lot of people don't realize I did a shootout video of this. You wouldn't think of it because there's only 2 versions of this, really. But yeah, this is the winner of the shootout. That is the Smashing Pumpkins, Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness. This is the LP box set. Back in stock, finally. I'll never forget a time when these things were like $400 during COVID. It was crazy. And I kept telling people, I'm like, it's not out of print. Just wait, $99, just wait, don't buy it, just wait. And people were still paying it because you go online and see all these completed sales. But yeah, it's back in stock. Okay, just got this in from Impex Records. We've got Donovan's The Hurdy-Gurdy Man. I actually listened to this. It was a great sounding record. I'm always impressed, and I've been doing this a long time, and I see these records frequently, but every time I get an Impex order and I look at the Impex records, they really do an exceptional job. And this is no exception. They also sent me a promo copy of this Patricia Barber Modern Cool. I haven't had a chance to listen to it yet. I went right to the Hurdy-Gurdy Man. But Patricia Barber's Modern Cool, this is on VR900 D2 vinyl the vinyl formation, also known as like SRX, Super Vinyl, all the different names for it. But this is an SRX VR900 compound-ish packaging. Let's see, meticulously remastered by Bernie Grudman for vivid, revelatory vinyl sound. Also includes a 16-page booklet. The latest release from the Acoustic Sounds Verve series, that is Ben Webster and Associates. Let's see who cut this. Lacquered cut by Matt Luthans at the Mastering Lab at QRP. They are starting to do more and more stuff with Matt Luthans, and I'm seeing Ryan's name less. You know, they have their own mastering facility in Kansas. I think it was a matter of getting a mastering engineer to do it and getting the labels to send them tapes. But it seems like that's the case now, so we're seeing a lot more stuff being cut at the Mastering Lab. Derek and the Dominoes, Layla and Other Sordid Love Songs. This is a Japanese pressing. This is, let's see if it mentions, made in Japan. So this is actually, some Japanese pressings with the Obies, modern Japanese pressings, actually have made in Germany on the back, and then the jacket is made in Japan. But this, Layla, is actually pressed in Japan. And I'm assuming it is at Sony Japan. And if it is, that is an unbelievably high quality pressing plant. They make great stuff. Andre 3000, Moving Day. Kind of an elaborate packaging. I forgot what the story was on this. This might have been something that was destined for Record Store Day and then was pulled because, you know, Record Store Day, you submit stuff to them and then they say yay or nay, and sometimes if they say nay, you release it as a standalone record. And I think that might have been what this was intended to be, a Record Store Day title that didn't make it. That is Art Pepper, An Afternoon in Norway, the Konsberg Concert. This is from Elemental Music, Deluxe Limited Edition. Dyslexia's acting up. 180 gram gatefold 2 LP set. Audio transfer from the original stereo tape reels and mastered by Matt Luthans at the Mastering Lab. This is a blue vinyl version of the Blues Breakers original soundtrack album. Blue vinyl, made in Italy. When I saw this, I heard a little bit of it, and it's really not my thing. musically, but this is one of the nicest packages I've ever seen on a record that is 50-ish bucks. It's unbelievable. This is Mark Pritchard and Tom York, Tall Tales. This is the deluxe edition packaging. This is, look at this. This is a hardbound book. I mean, it's texture cover, printed photograph that's been glued on there, kind of similar to the original CSN record. I mean, look at the fit and finish on this. It's unbelievable. The new album by Perfume Genius, an actual band that I dig. I've seen them in concert 3 times, and I stumbled on Perfume Genius by accident. They opened for David Byrne at both shows here, one in Tucson and one in Mesa, and then I saw them stand alone. I think it was the first concert I saw them. It was the first concert back from COVID, so it had been a year or almost 2 years since I had seen a concert. But actually a fan of the band. But this is their latest album. New release by Godsmack, new old release. The Oracle, finally released on remastered vinyl. Originally came out in 2010. I don't know if this ever got a vinyl release back in the day. Maybe it did, but yeah. This is Eric Clapton's Unplugged, the Enhanced Edition, the best-selling live album of all time. Includes never before heard commentary from Clapton discussing the songs. Who the hell wants to listen to that? All right, I guess you can listen to it if you want to. I don't know why I'd want to hear him talking on vinyl. But yeah. This is a 3-disc set. Another Clapton title. We've got 461 Ocean Boulevard. Again, a Japanese import. Eric Clapton's Slow Hand. A Japanese import. And the self-titled Eric Clapton. Japanese import. All right. INXS, Listen Like Thieves, the 40th anniversary edition. And I have the 40th anniversary edition of the, what do they call this? This is called a box set, although this is an elaborate gatefold. Yeah, not really a box involved here. 1 LP and 3 CDs, including a new mix of the classic album by Giles Martin. Outtakes, demos, and a 1986 Royal Albert Hall live performance with a 20-page booklet. Paul Bley, Ramblin'. Let's see, official BYG album, newly remastered. Let's see, relive the timeless brilliance of Paul Bley's 1966 Rome session. Shares, It's a Man's World. 1995 album, newly remastered, a 2 LP set. J-Hope, Hope on the Streets. What do we have this under? World music. I'm guessing it's K-pop. Alex loves ordering the K-pop. Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes, Wake Up Everybody, on what color vinyl is this? On dark green colored vinyl, limited to 750 copies. Little Feat's Strike Up the Band, indie vinyl exclusive. Gillian, Future Shock, the classic solo album from Deep Purple's iconic singer, includes No Laughing in Heaven, pressed on blue and pink vinyl with 16-page booklet. Excuse me. The Weeknd, Hurry Up Tomorrow. This is the complete edition. 22 tracks, 2 LP package with black vinyl. See, nowadays they don't have to release anniversary editions of a record. They can just partially release it on vinyl and then resell it to you again as a complete edition. Kelly Uchis on pink vinyl. This is Sincerely. Interesting. Selena Gomez and The Scene, A Year Without Rain. Selena Gomez and the Scene, When the Sun Goes Down. I don't know much about Selena Gomez, but I'm guessing maybe she was in a band at one point in time. Selena Gomez, Stars Dance, and then they got rid of them because there's no more Scene here. Available for the first time on gray with pink splatter vinyl. Ghost-Faced Killer, 36 seasons. This is a 10th anniversary picture disc. Ooh, numbered. This is hand numbered, 1357 of 2000. Minecraft Volume Alpha C418 on transparent green vinyl. We have a soundtrack to the Netflix TV show Bridgerton. John Williams, The Empire Strikes Back, the Symphonic Suite on red marble vinyl. This is the Dark Side edition, huh? Nice. The Empire Strikes Back. Best Star Wars movie by far. Not even close. Susan Vega's Flying with Angels. This is a limited edition gray smoke vinyl variant with a gatefold sleeve. Miranda Lambert, Kerosene, celebrating 20 years of the debut album. Any of you guys last week, I told you about Wheeler Walker Jr. Did any of you guys look up any of those tracks? The name of this album is The F Word. God, I just censored out there a little bit. Yeah, okay, let's see. I like smoking. Track 5. That's, yeah. One of these days I'm going to put it on. I got to listen to this. This is just the titles of these tracks. Born it's good. It's got to be funny as hell to listen to this. Banned from Walmart, Target, and Best Buy. No, I'm shocked. Good. Should be buying records there anyways. Look at this. Recorded live to analog tape. I never thought a guy with a title of a tune called Drunk Sluts would be that into, audiophile recordings, but Wheeler Walker Jr. has it all, folks. Pictures on my phone. Small Town Saturday Night. If my, can't type. Oh. Poon. Yep. Banbury. Sentious pedestrian? I don't even know how to butcher that word. Yep. Ooh, this looks awesome. What is this? Edison Macchiato and Boya Nova. Recorded in New York City in 1978 with a all-star band featuring top Brazilian and U.S. jazz players. Looks like a little bit of, yeah. Gonna give that a listen to. It's on the list with Wheeler Walker Jr. Crowbot, Obsidian. What do we got here? Propagandy, At Peace. This is the indie vinyl variant on translucent pink glass. I'm guessing that's what that means. The back just says pink glass. Okay, this is a home run. There's other versions of this in print. The Speaker's Corner, for instance. But this is the one you want. This is the Impex version of Earth, Wind, and Fire's That's the Way of the World. When you put on Shining Star, you'll be like, yep, this was a good purchase. Absolutely rocks. Can't recommend it more highly. Just a restock. It's been out for a while. Also from Impex, we got a restock of Art Blakey and the Jazz Messengers. Hard bop. Jennifer Warren's Famous Blue Raincoat. And if you don't have it by now, I don't know what you're waiting for, but now is your time to get it. one of the other reasons you should probably pre-order the Paranoid is I've been getting them like crazy, but they sell out. And then we're waiting for a month to get replacements of. And I'm referring to the Rhino High Fidelity Black Sabbath self-titled all analog cut from the original master tape by Kevin Gray. My favorite version of this. I think this is the definitive copy to own, beats everything else. I do a standard review on it on the channel. You can watch it, but it's good. It's really good. You should own it. From my top 100 imprint analog records you should own list, one of my newest editions, Devo, Freedom of Choice. Fantastic. Highly, highly recommended. Rhino High Fidelity. We're getting into some restocks here. John Coltrane's Olé, also all analog cut from the original master tape by Kevin Gray, part of the Rhino High Fidelity series. Restock of War's Greatest Hits. This is a no-brainer. This was a unique record that not many people knew about until Kevin Gray talked about it. It originally came out on like a gold vinyl for Record Store Day. What it is War's Greatest Hits, but it's all analog cut from the original master tape. And this is the only time that he ever has mastered something on his tube chain outside of a coherent release. Speaking of a coherent release, we've had some delays with the Corey Weeds. I'm guessing I'm going to have it within the next week. There was some manufacturing issues. Kevin actually sent me a video of Fidelity pressing the record, and this was like 4 or 5 days ago. So more than likely it's on the way to me now. I'll have it out to you guys very quickly. But this is all analog, cut from the original master tape by Kevin Gray, but on his tube system. Unbelievably good sound. This is the newest version of it, the Sounds of Summer version on sea blue vinyl, which actually sounds better because the noise floor on this is better than the gold vinyl. But for 25 bucks, absolute no-brainer. Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young, live at the Fillmore East, 1969. This is the clear vinyl variant. That thing is, I've been out of that many times. That's selling like crazy. Cannonball Adderley's Something Else. This is all analog, cut from the original master tape by Kevin Gray, a Blue Note classic title. Got a Mobile Fidelity restock as well of Santana's Lotus, limited to 5,000 copies. One of my favorite releases Mobile Fidelity's done recently, that is the Whitney Houston Whitney, although nobody really buys Whitney Houston audiophile records. I'm a fan. I think it's great. If you're a Whitney fan, you're going to love that record. The self-titled Pretenders. Got a restock of Van Halen's Women and Children First. This actually sounds good, man. I listened to this. They sent me a promo of this. And yeah, it's a good record. Probably my second favorite. My second favorite Van Halen record. And a restock of the awesome Michael Jackson's Off the Wall. Limited to 6,000, and this is copy 5625. I don't envision this being around much longer. They made a huge quantity of Thriller, what, 50,000, 40, 50,000, and they made very little Off the Wall. And it's still Michael Jackson, and it's still going to sell extremely well. So, yeah, I will see you guys later on tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday on Whatnot. All right, guys, you can buy all this stuff online at themegroove.com. Until next time.